Hi, this is Joe again with another review. And for the sake of this video, since the what's going to be known as the Zika Olympics down in Rio is coming up, and considering what world events, I think I'll do a review of a documentary on one of the most infamous events, the most tragic event ever happened in Olympic Games, or Summer Olympic Games. And which of course is the slaying of the Israeli athletes in the 1972 Olympics. But the actual review I'm doing is a document. It's a very good documentary, and it is up on YouTube. Called One Day in September, which detail it's like over. I think it was like over an hour and a half long. So it's a pretty long documentary, detailing in graphic details the incident of what happened in the Munich Olympics with Munich, Germany. Which of course is ironic because today is the day I'm recording this video and hopefully upload it later. Today there was another terrorist attack, and this happened to be ironically in Munich, Germany, where the '72 Olympics terrorist attack happened. And now the and at least at the time of doing this video, at least 8 people were killed in that. Uh, but what we're discussing is what happened way back in the '72 Olympics, Munich Olympics, with the Israeli athletes being killed. So this is one of the first major Olympic Games where you had Israeli athletes in there. And most of them were either weightlifters or on the wrestling team. Which is kind of funny because, hey, these guys are wrestlers, they can overpower these guys. Use wrestling moves on them and overpower them and probably hurt them and kill them. But unfortunately, a couple of them did fight back. Unfortunately, they were killed for the efforts because you can't wrestle a machine gun. Anyway, there was a terrorist group called Black September who took over the Israeli the apartments of Israeli athletes were staying in the Olympic Village. They ran in it because they had underground tunnels, and they got into the tunnels over a couple of fences and went into the apartments and then took over and they held them hostage. And it says if they don't, if the Israeli government doesn't free these certain fellow terrorists in the jails, we're going to start killing them. Well, the Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir says we don't negotiate with terrorists. But when the German government did said, hey, we were negotiating with them to release them, and they gave them money. They did some things uh, to and they knew that they were not going to release the Israeli athletes. So they planned this attack at the airport. They were going to fly him out of the local airport, and the thing got botched. The whole situation got botched to hell, and all the Israeli athletes were killed. There was like about 11 or 12 athletes, and they were all killed, all of them. And what's amazing to me was that how, as this whole event was going on, there were people in the Olympic Village were sunbathing. Some of them were although some people were playing games, so they had a little pool, they were swimming in the pool, and they act like nothing was going on. I said, oh, who cares? Let the Jews be killed. That's what the answer was, because you're all dealing with Germany, who killed at least 6 million Jews 30 years earlier during World War II. So it's like nobody gave a shit, really. The Israeli athletes were killed, and of course, who really didn't give a shit was the Olympic Committee, who allowed the games to go on, considering the fact that this hostage situation was going on in the Olympic Village. And a lot of athletes were upset over the fact, hey, you know, our fellow Olympians are being held hostage and you're letting the games go on. And of course, naturally, of course, the Olympics draws money, and of course, they don't want to cancel it because it would lose millions of dollars. And of course, what was interesting about this documentary about how graphic it was and how well detailed it was. And of course, what happened after the fact that except for one who was interviewed and terrorist who was still alive was interviewing the story. He was hidden in darkness with no translator, and he acts like he's a hero. He was proud of taking part of killing 11 Israeli athletes. He was proud that he did it because of the occupation that's going on, which is fake, which is bullshit. Because he considers, a lot of Muslims do consider the entire land of Israel as occupied territory. Or because of the state of Israel, we were forced to leave out. They were not forced to move out. When the modern state of Israel was created in 1948, they were not forced to move out. But the Muslim people who were living in Israel did not want to live in a Jewish state. And they decided to move out on their own. So to this day, almost 70 years later, consider Israel occupied the entire state of Israel, which is smaller than the state of New Jersey in terms of square miles, and his borders are smaller than New Jersey's. They're 6 to 10 miles wide. And it's surrounded by people who want to blow them off the map as occupied territory. And that's why they did what these Muslim terrorists did what they did, and they killed all the Israeli athletes. But there's only one of them that's still alive because the Israeli government, or say, kind of like the Navy SEALs for the Israelis, or the Secret Service, went out and they killed. Have you ever seen the film Munich? They went out and killed practically everyone in terror except one. At least at the time the documentary was made. I don't know if the Israelis got this guy or not, but there was one that's still alive and hiding because he knows that if he go out somewhere, the Israelis would track him down and kill him because he's the last one to survive the terrorist attack in Munich. And I'm doing a short video on this. Because it is something I want to discuss to help hype the Olympic Games. I don't think I did a video on this. I have to double check before I upload it. But hopefully I will have it uploaded. So that's my review of the film documentary One Day in September. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all of my videos on my YouTube channel at RowdyC.com. It's home with WDY. LetterC.com is the homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer. Chris Moore. Check out all of his content that he has on his website, including TV trash videos and so on. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.